Hello guys, in this tutorial we are going to have a brief introduction on the building blocks of Mastersoft HRM. Mastersoft HRM is a software that is designed to help on day-to-day office activities and work, how to execute our tasks quickly and have results. In the first place, we may ask ourselves, why planning? Planning is the most important part of the formula we call time management. If you want to manage your time well, you need to plan, and planning is the most important part of it. If you don't plan, then you may not be able to manage your time properly, and work that you do, you may not be able to execute what you're supposed to do in a stipulated period of time. So planning is so much important in this aspect. However, some people say, I don't have time to do any planning, or things change too much for me to plan. It's true. Things are so dynamic. Things change today and tomorrow, or we can say every after each and the other time, things change, but doesn't take away the need and importance of planning what we do. As some research says that one time you spend in planning, you'll gain 10 in execution. You have an extra. That means that when you plan, the implementation is simpler. You implement something that you've already planned, and it will not take much time for you to implement since you planned it. So, research currently indicates that 1 minute you spend in planning, you'll gain 10 in execution. This implies that 10 minutes you spend in planning your day, right? 1 hour and 40 minutes are spared while executing tasks in that day. This may seem amazing because you may feel like you are already doing all you can each day. But look at your typical day. How do you plan it? Did you have a plan prior to that day? Did you sit an hour a day before and you look through the schedule you have for the next day? Or early in the morning, do you look at your schedule, what you have to accomplish on that day before you begin? So if you spend time planning what you will do, you will have time spared while execution. If you could gain an extra half hour a day through effective time management, as I have said, you will have 22 more days available to you per year when you've done everything that you plan to do in time. So we're emphasizing planning our tasks we do in day-to-day work in our offices. So that's why Mastersoft HRM is here for you, to help you look into your day, plan prior before you execute your work. There are so many articles and information on this website, www.theproductivitypro.com. You can check it. We find very resourceful information about what we are talking about. What is Mastersoft HRM? This is a task and appointment management system. It allows you to plan your tasks and appointments that you want to meet in a day or at a particular period of time. It's a desktop application. It's not a web-based application, as you maybe well conversant, or you are used to web applications and all that, mobile applications. This is a desktop application, so it lands on your desktop computer or laptop and all that stuff. It is similar to Google Tasks. If you've been using Google Tasks, it's very similar. It's similar to Microsoft Outlook tasks if you are used to Microsoft Outlook. It's similar to Yahoo tasks and other software applications which have almost the same kind of work that they do. If you have other kind of software that uses that do or accomplish almost the same thing, why then Mastersoft HRM? I would say that it is designed for designed solely for office use, people who are working in an office environment. It is intended to a person with a job description. If you don't have a written job description, or maybe you can base on a verbal job description, but here we are talking about official job description, written one. So if you are any person, a staff, an employee, any worker that have a job description, Mastersoft HRM is intended for you to quicken your work, to plan and execute your day-to-day tasks in your office or at your place of work with simplicity. All tasks and appointments are planned based on your job description. Whatever task that you enter into this system, you must link it to job description, to an objective, and to a task. So it is strictly based on your job description. You will not get tasks from the air or from anything else and then you feed into the system. So it is intended to help people who have work planned based on their job description to accomplish what they are supposed to do, what their employers require them to do at their places of work. We should note that there are numerous similar software applications, as I said before, but all those software applications are not based on your official JD or job description. Yeah, you can enter tasks from anywhere on the fly, anything. You can enter anything as a task or appointment. But here we are strictly trying to follow and track if somebody is fulfilling what was assigned to him to do at the job. What are the building blocks of Mastersoft HRM? One, as I have said, we have a job description. Any person using this software will have a job description, either written or verbal, but preferably a job description that is written. When you have it, you will set objectives on each job description. Each job description, you will set objectives. You can set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 according to what you want to accomplish on that job description. You may have a longer JD with a lot of responsibilities, core duties that you must accomplish, but in a certain period of time, maybe financial year or quarterly or biannually, you plan tasks. You set objectives on each job description. After that, we go to another level of activities. Activities, you derive activities from the objectives that you set already on your job description. So these are the activities that you set that will help you to achieve the objective. You set an objective and then you set the activities that you will implement such that the objective is achieved. So on each objective, you can set as many activities as possible, as long as they will help you come up with the intended purpose of your objective. You plan, you ensure that the objective is fulfilled. So you look for suitable activities. From that level, we come to the last one, the last stage of your planning. We call it office tasks. On each activity, you break it further into smaller tasks and appointments that you will do. When you sum them up, you measure them up, then the entire activity will be done. Because the activity might be a bigger one, as you see on the screen, as you see in our tutorial. Okay, maybe you have an event that you want to have, but the task is to hold that event somewhere, as you see here. So you may find that the activity itself can't be accomplished just from the air. So you have to set smaller tasks that you will do. When you sum all these smaller tasks down, you will end up having accomplished this activity. So you may have to call John to book the venue. You may need to call Mark for tents. You have a meeting with a catering service provider, a fiscal monitoring of the venue, and all blah blah blah. All these tasks, when you accomplish them, you'll be contributing to the successful implementation of this activity. So you set small tasks on each activity that you've entered, even decide as the need may arise. So these are the basic building blocks of Mastersoft HRM when it comes to entering your work plan, doing your work plan. First, you'll have to enter your job description. You enter all of them. Then you go to another stage of setting objectives on each and every job description that you entered. Then you go to a third stage of entering activities and the means of verification for each objective. You enter the activity, and then what will prove that the activity has been done. You will have space to do that. After that, you have to split these activities into small tasks and appointments that can be implemented. So that's how we go about it. Let's look at Mastersoft HRM, and then we see how to go about it. Here, when we look at it, I find that we have the application opened, and you can go to data entry. You'll find a panel or a page group, ribbon page group with work plan creation. Work plan creation, as I have said before, you enter job description first. You enter all your JD, job description here. From there, you set objectives on each JD that you entered here. Then you go to another stage. You enter activities on each objective that you entered here. Then from there, you end up by entering tasks on each activity that you entered here. Basically, these are the 4 stages that you will go through to come up with a complete work plan here. And the tasks that you will have entered here, these are the tasks that you will see on your scheduler here. These are the tasks that you will be seeing here. So when you enter them here and you refresh here, for they will be displayed here on your scheduler. And when a day comes, you will see all the tasks that you planned on this scheduler control here. Let's try to check. For there is some data that is inside the application. I'm going to base on that to explain. We have a departmental combo box here. I have all the departments. Remember, this information should have been already entered through staff lists here. All the staff here. Now, there is sample data inside for health department, and the position is CDO health here. Initials shall also be this staff initials or ID shall be indicated here. For they are collapsed here, the department, the office title, and the JD. Let's try to minimize the ribbon and maximize our form. When you enter here the information, this is a text box that will enable you to enter the job description here. When you enter the information here, you just click save, and the JD shall be saved and added on the table down here. So here, when you click on the JD, this is JD1, JD2, JD3. When you click on it, its data shall be loaded back in the text field here, assuming that you may need or you want to edit it. If you click on the first one, this is the information, the JD, job description, number 1. When you click on this, that is JD number 2, JD number 3. Yeah. So this is the sample data that was entered to demonstrate how you go about it. In case you want to edit any information here, you edit, you change anything, but you remember to place save. If you do that, to let you know that the information has been saved. So it will load the information once again in the table, and it is grouped according to department and the office. So that's the first stage of creating your work plan. You enter your JDs from here. If clear, all the fields shall be cleared. You have to go back to select the department, select the office, and the information shall be loaded. Here, to be ready to add another JD. This implies that we have 8 JDs entered for health department and for the position of child development officer in charge of health. So when you scroll down here, you'll see that the last JD is number 8 here. So if you select the department and health, to let you know that we need to add, the one that you will add will be number 9. Okay, from there, when we go back, let's spin it again. From there, we enter our objectives. Still, we go back and we check. This time, we not select a department, but the position. And then you select the JD. You say JD number 1, I entered. These are the objectives for JD number 1 here. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4. You enter them from here. For it will show you the job description, and then you enter the specific objective. So you can enter as many as you want here. Yeah, remember, if you want to edit or you've entered a new one, you press save button. You can refresh the data, you can clear fields, you can delete. If you select one and you press delete, it will be deleted. If you press delete all of them shall be deleted. Or you can close the form from here. The third stage is to enter activities. Now you select the staff title, the JD, and the JD shall give you the objectives that you set on this JD. So you select one objective and then you enter the activity here and the means of verification here. So far in the sample data, these were already entered. These are the objectives that were entered. I mean the activities, excuse me. These are the activities that were entered on objective number 1. They are entered here. Objective 1, objective 2, objective 3. So these are the activities and their means of verifications. If you can go to another objective, then you will see what you have entered as well as activities here. Yeah. So you enter activities on each objective, and when you select one from the combo box, the table shall reload. To load only those that correspond to this objective if you've already entered them. If you've not entered an objective, it will be blank. You have to first enter them from here. Then from there we go to the last stage here of entering tasks. We shall have a form here. Let's minimize the ribbon and let's maximize the form here. This form, let's also not hide the ribbon and concentrate on this form briefly. I have this toolbar up here to show you the login category, the office title, somebody who has logged into the system, the name. Here we can check the tasks that you have today. If you click here, they will be loaded on the table this side, and it will tell you 7 tasks to accomplish today. Here you can set a start date, and you may say I want to see tasks from 1st May up to 31st, and you click search. They will be searched and grouped according to JD numbers here. So by default they are grouped. So when you click in the checkbox like this, they will be ungrouped and you'll be able to see them here. Their ID are locked, but you can unlock it by clicking this checkbox. So you are free to scroll them all. And all these controls on this side can be hidden if you are not using them by clicking on the switch button here. So they will disappear and you'll be able to concentrate only on the table if you want to do any work using the table here. Tasks can be entered and be completed on this interface here without going anywhere else. I've said if you click on a group, they will be grouped once again. If you either group or ungroup, they will be collapsed or expanded here. You can lock the task ID by either locking it here or unlocking it from here. Or you can hide or show controls here. These are the controls that we use to enter a task. These controls. So we shall have to look at them alone. We shall not mix them. But I wanted to have a brief overview of the interface, how it looks like. Here you can load all tasks here from the database, and it will show you that there are 720 tasks loaded. Here you can generate tasks. You can generate, you can save, you can update, you can delete selected tasks, you can delete all tasks from the database, from the system, and you will not have them anymore. You can clear all these fields if you've been using them and there is some stuff that you've typed in. You can clear them. You can also clear this table. Like if you click here, all the information will be removed, but it's not deleted, it's just clearing the table. Suppose you want to enter new tasks. Yeah. And remember, if you click on any cell here, if data is loaded and you click in any data, some buttons will not respond and other buttons will be responsive. Some buttons will be enabled or disabled. Now the system detects that there isn't any row, any data in the table, so you cannot update and you cannot delete. Yeah, even this one will somehow it will be disabled. So you can cross the form from here. Yeah, so that's the interface where we enter tasks from this. We shall see how to go about it in the next tutorial. Thank you for watching. See you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.